Yat in Shay wahleah Jantinishia. A sheen nishlin dog ashia bashichin. Is it lane dash che adoki ane dash nelim? Cotego suninishlim. Lay Zligin din I see Nasha.
My name is Wahleah Johns. I'm from northern Arizona in the United States. I'm Diné Navajo from the Navajo Reservation, and I work with an organization called the Black Mesa Water Coalition, which works on environmental justice issues and protection of land, water, and our community's health.
And in our communities, we are mostly ranchers and farmers, and we a lot of our people haul water every day or every other day because we don't have running water, but also a lot of people don't have electricity in our communities as well. So it's ironic that we for over 30 years we supplied the Southwest with their electrical needs, and for them to be able to grow as communities and societies within the Southwest, but yet you go over the hill from the Peabody Coal Company operations, and there's a lot of families that still don't have running water or electricity.
Et dans la communauté d'où je viens et les communautés avoisinantes, beaucoup de gens sont fermiers, sont des éleveurs, donc ils utilisent un peu d'eau et ils sont obligés d'aller la chercher en fait parce qu'ils n'ont pas d'eau courante. Et c'est assez ironique finalement de réaliser que depuis 35 ans, on fournit l'eau tout le sud-ouest des États-Unis. On aide des communautés dans le sud-est des États-Unis à se développer, alors que nous, dans nos communautés, plein de gens n'ont pas l'eau courante ou n'ont pas l'électricité.
I saw your conferences minutes ago, and you point the fact that a lot of indigenous people are on the first line on environmentalist issues. Would you like to speak more about that?
Yes. So I feel like a lot of families and indigenous, communities have been resisting for so long, till now, till the past 30, 50 years, against the different policies and the different legislation that has targeted their lands to do more mining, to do more extraction of fossil fuels, whether it's coal, oil, gas development. That majority in the world of proposed projects that are fossil fuel developments are near or on indigenous people's lands. And if we want to, solve global warming and combat climate change, I think we need to support these communities that, are on the front lines of this battle against fossil fuel development. And they actually are knowledgeable and they actually are doing great work, but the major media or the national, international environmental movement doesn't really pay attention to these people in these communities. And I think if we're going to make changes in the future, we have to support these communities because they're the ones that are in the front lines, and they're the ones that are doing a lot of work to protect their homelands, but also their way of life and their indigenous knowledge, that the connection that they have to those lands go way back before laws have even been conceived in those regions. And so I think it's important that we all pay attention to these communities because they've been suffering for so long. And I've gotten to see a lot of these communities, whether it's in Alaska, Oklahoma, in Mexico, in India. There's so many so much resistance happening all over the world. So I think it's very important. But the life cycle of fossil fuel development, is a nasty life cycle, because from exploration to extraction to the burning of fossil fuels to the waste product, it leaves behind a lot of illness within communities, but also within within the environment, within water, within the air. And so fossil fuels are really dirty, they leave a lot of pollution behind. And so, what we try to do is educate our communities that, there's this life cycle of abuse and a life cycle of pollution and contamination that happens when you burn coal, oil, or gas, and even uranium. So we can go on and on about, the ills of these things, but I think it's important that, Indigenous peoples be supported who are resisting these extractive industry, proposed projects on their homelands, and that people learn more about what's going on. So.
Okay, thanks a lot.